not too bad at cruise. Throttle response seems a lot better. Come on, focus. Cold starts are a lot better. It's floating between like 13.4 and 14.2 at normal cruise, and then I apply throttle and it goes dead rich. What's up, everybody? Just a little update. We have now fixed the idle hunting issue with the probe. She's running real good on the old DIYautotune.com DIY PMP micro squirt. Gotta keep the air fuels rich for some reason. We had to change the injector dead times from 1 millisecond to 1.3 milliseconds to get it to stop idle hunting, and AFR's got a lot better. So it returns to idle really nicely now. No bogging or trying to die. So, yep, she's running good. The old girl is going to be getting some remote tuning here soon now that there's no snow on the ground and we got some sunshine. So if you guys want to keep seeing stuff on this car, be patient. I just started a new job a month ago and it's been kicking my butt, so videos are going to be a little bit more few and far between, but she's not going anywhere and the Red Rocket shall thrive. What's up, y'all? So I haven't posted a video recently for two reasons. One, because my new job is full-time and I don't have a lot of patience or time to work on cars in the cold because it's still January winter here. It's 32 degrees right now with sunlight all day. It's usually in the 20s in the morning and evening. So I just haven't really been working on the probe. About 4 days ago, I went to check on the ECU because I had a problem where I remembered that the probe leaks around the windows and a lot of moisture gets in the car, and I had left the ECU sitting down on the passenger floor pan instead of putting it up behind the shifter and everything behind the dash like it usually is, because it's bigger so it doesn't fit in the old mounting, and I just have been lazy about figuring out how to mount it. So I went to grab it and the carpet underneath of it was soaked, and I took the ECU out of the car, took it apart inside, and found that the board where all the pins go from the ECU plug had a ton of moisture on the bottom of it. It had water droplets coming off of it when I pulled the case off. So that was after I had started it and put power through it and noticed that the car was having a weird connectivity issue where the tach would die like you're burning a file with the car running every few seconds, and then it would die at idle. And I immediately thought, well, the tune was in weather pretty similar to this, so it shouldn't be that far off. So I just shut the car off, disconnected the battery, pulled the ECU out, and then realized it had gotten wet. So I was kind of in a funk the last week or so, thinking that I'd ruined that ECU that I have all this money into, all this time, all this troubleshooting. And like, I'm $1,500 into a $400 fucking ECU because I've had nothing but issues. The first guy that built it for me built it all backwards, so I had to have it redone by an experienced guy, which cost even more money. I was $700 into it with the kit and having my buddy, who's no longer my buddy anymore, named Glenn Fisher, who's a dickhead, had him build it for me the first time, and then he could never get a hold of him to come and fix his fucking mistakes. So I just took it to another guy who is named Mike Bonnet, who has been like an angel on my shoulders. He's been kicking ass, taking names, and he's done a great job tuning my car. He got the car running on that ECU when no matter what I did, I couldn't, because everything was messed up. He showed me how to wire stuff properly that I had screwed up. You know, he made it work with my stock distributor. When a bunch of people said you can't get them running good on the stock distributor, it's definitely harder. But I've had absolutely no issues with the ignition side of things so far. And yeah, he's just been great to me. He goes by Mega Squirt Mike. And he has lived up to his name. Today he came over. We were messing with injector dead times, like I mentioned previously in the video, and got it from 1 millisecond of dead time to 1.3 milliseconds dead time, and that made the idle hunting, because it would go up and then come down and kind of try and die, and then go up and then come down and try and die, and the vacuum was bouncing between 15 and 20 inches HG, And the idle, no matter what we did, we couldn't get it to stop hunting at least 200 RPM, like it had a vacuum leak, which it didn't, or like the IAC valve was bad, which it wasn't. So, yep, we changed those dead times and bam, idle smoothed out, drivability is way better, throttle response is way better. So now, after I replace what we think might be a faulty O2 sensor, I got a brand new Bosch, I think it's a 4.2 LSU sensor for my AEM Yugo wideband. And then I got 545cc high impedance oval plug RX-7 red tops, which run the same ohms as the factory one. The micro squirt will be able to run it. Micro squirt will be able to run them. I won't have to run resistors or anything like that because they're high impedance. And they pretty much are 550cc injectors. They're the same as the square plug RX-7 550cc's, but with an oval plug, and for some reason they rate them 5 cc's less, even though they flow the exact same. So, yeah, if you want to stay tuned and wait around, some cool content is going to be coming out this next summer, especially because I'm going to be doing a lot of racing with that car. The bigger turbo's got to go on, the bigger clutch, better clutches got to go in, and that'll all be happening soon. It's got a fresh engine. So far, compression, everything's good, no blow-by, so we're going to run it. So, yeah, give it a like, share if you want, hate it, I don't really care. Just figured I'd give you guys an update.